Hey guys, today I'll be explaining law of sines. The law of sine uses the trig function sine to solve for the different side lengths of a triangle. In this case, the triangle does not have to be a right triangle, as I explained before, because we are using the law of sines is a little bit different from actually using sine by itself. Instead, the law of sines is it helps us find the side lengths of the triangle using the formula given. So the formula for the law of sines is sine of A. This represents the angle, so sine of 54 over A, which represents the side, 7. And then equals sine of B, same thing, angle, over the side length B, equals sine of C over sine of C over side length C. So if you know sine of A is facing the side length A, sine of B is facing that, and sine of C is facing, there should be a C, sine of C is facing the side length C. So what we do is we cross multiply solve these as proportions so that we can solve for the side lengths. So let's first input these values in. We have a sine of A, so sine of 54 over 7 equals sine of 59 over B. And even though we're not given the angle C, we can solve for it because using the triangle sum theorem. Because in the triangle sum theorem, we know that all the angles have to equal 180. So if we want to do this, we can input this into our calculator. 59 plus 54, you get 113, and subtract it from 180, and you get 67. So you know the angle here is 67. A lot of cases when you have to use a law of sines, you'll be given two angles, and you have to solve for the third angle using triangle sum theorem. So then we know this is sine of 67 over C. So first of all, let's take this part out and let's separate it. So sine of 54 over 7 equals sine of 59 over B. And let's solve it as a proportion. So we do sine of 59 times 7 equals sine of 54 times B. And we first multiply this out. And remember, you want to have your calculator in a degree mode because we are using degrees here, not radians. So you do sine of 59 multiplied by 7. And then we can divide sine of 54 on both sides. So sine of 54, sine of 54. We would divide that by sine of 54. We get a value of 7.41. Sorry, that's bad. 7.41. So we know this side is 7.41. Now we do the same thing for this side. So we do sine of 59 over 7.41 is equal to sine of 67 over C. So we can do sine of 59 times C equals 7.41 times sine of 67. And then if we were to do 7.41 times sine of 67 and divide it by the sine of 59, we get a value of 7.95 for C. I'm actually 7.96. I'm rounding this to the nearest hundredth, but you should always round it to what's given in the problem. So don't always round it to hundredths or tenths. You want to make sure that it's listed in the problem. So that's it for this video. Before we leave, I would like just to talk about when we can actually use the law of sines. You can use the law of sines in AAS, ASA, and SSA. And in all of these, the one common thing that's there is that you'll have an angle. You'll have an angle, given angle, and you have a given side. And when you have both of those, you have one whole proportion, which you can use to solve for the other ones. Because in AAS, even though none of the given angles are facing the actual side you're given, you can use the triangle sum theorem to solve for the missing angle. And same applies here, but already one angle is facing a given side. And here, one of the sides given is facing the given angle, so you have one whole proportion. So in total, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have been liking the video and think they're pretty good. And I hope to see you guys next time.